Amaemu, tofaha pao papo.
Sa, não é?
Leona, fasolaraya. Achetano.
Asu, omo?
Acevo, fasora suo papo.
Ue? Sa ue onai sedana.
Amaye etao chaman. Lea ite darahu. Sosan.
You know, I really like that vote of confidence Kiko for himself, but I don't know anything. So let's head over here. I don't want to play this game anymore. I mean, if my buddy's going to be slapping me around like I'm his little bitch, then I don't think I want to play this game anymore. Unfortunately, we're about halfway through the game. Now, heading to the shaman probably only will take like 20 minutes, but there's kind of a side diversion that happens, and I'm not really going to spoil. Oh, yeah, this place. This place is probably one of my favorites in this entire game. It's just so awesome. Like, I wouldn't say it's really fun to do. It's just kind of, I don't know. It's enjoyably fun to do. I don't know. Let's go ahead over here and jump to this gear lever button thing here. And with this, we'll actually activate, oh god, he's like, oh, he woke up to that. He's like, oh my god. And of course he's going to be, whoa, he's going to notice that stuff over here. And we're actually going to need him to step on a thing real quick. Because of the coconuts. Because he's going to go crazy for the coconuts. And I can start saying he's going crazy for the coconuts. Let's go drop it right over here. Just right outside. There you go. Perfect. Good boy. Oh, who's a good monster? Alright. So we're going to have a bunch of these flying houses now. And this is basically similar to what we did in the beginning of the game with the moving platforms and having them move around. However, this one's got a slightly different trick to it. And I really enjoy it, actually, to say the least. So they're all going to be going here. There's about 15, 16 of these that we're going to need to grab. I guess we could take this for a little bit of perspective. Some houses in this neighborhood have very special attributes. I love how they use the same little grinny-ass eyes. Each new house that you pile up will take you to an even higher place than before. Yes. Be sure not to leave monster behind. Alright, let's go drop this. Now, this is probably one of the dickish things that Kiko will do in this game, is he'll take this string he finds attached to this rickety-ass thing there. Look at what happens. It's like, oh, just kidding. Just gonna totally destroy somebody's life. And just so that we can go and build our little house, our little statues of houses. Well, that's always a pleasant thing to do. Okay, there we go. So we're going to have to do a bunch of these. Now, not all of them are immediately accessible, except after we've grabbed 3, we can start doing what we need to do to start grabbing other ones. And once we start getting more houses, we'll then be able to start, you know, growing our little tower here. There's Alejandra over there in the back. God, every time I want to, like, say an accent without sounding completely English and terrible at it, I always feel weird because I feel like my voice changes when I start speaking Spanish or something. Even though the language I'm pretty sure they're speaking is something I don't understand, because there's nothing. I don't know, the title Papo Yo, that sounds incredibly like an English way to say it. Like, Papo Yo, this game about a Brazilian child and what I am assuming is Brazil doing something with stuff. But I don't know. I like saying Papo Yo. It sounds. Don't I sound weird? And that wasn't even trying. That was just me saying whatever in my native tongue. I don't know if you guys have really realized this at this point, but I started learning started learning Spanish before I started learning English. So some of my prefixes and stuff kind of still suck because I grew up in a predominantly Spanish-speaking home. So we got the football here, football, as they would call it. I don't know. I always did call soccer, soccer, and football, football. But for those abroad, everyone would call what we Americans know as soccer, they'd call it football. Apparently, most people should hopefully know this at this point. Okay. So now that this is open, we can get him to go on to the other side here. Just make sure he keeps eating coconuts for a while so that he'll get tired once we lure him away from it. And at this point, once you've grabbed all those at this point, we should have, I think, like 7 or 6 at this point. Now we can start heading off over here to the left side. And this is where we can collect a bunch of them. And I just love how we can control it like that just so easily. And then it just keeps on growing and it takes us to another spot. And I just love it. And all this rain Like, I don't know, these past couple days have been incredibly rainy, but it has been relatively warm out, which is making me really excited because that means I can start running again. And apparently running can heighten one's self-esteem and mood quite a bit, and that's something I kind of need at this point in my life. I need to start running again so I can stop feeling like shit all the time. I can start recording stuff. All this whiteness over here reminds me kind of Desmond from Assassin's Creed, and I don't know, running is something I need to do. So I went and bought a new Zune since my sweet red one died. And yes, I am one who rocks the Zune. Sue me to the extent of what you will. If I really bought you that much, with rather having a Zune than an iPod, I mean, I'd rather have 120 gigabytes of easy Windows material stuff to use than 32 and having to use fucking whatever it's called, iTunes. I don't like iTunes. iTunes is just very unuser friendly. Like, I don't know. I don't really like using it. We can head over here to the right side now. So once I get my Zune, I'll start jogging again because I also ordered some more jogging pants again. Ugh, there we go. Yeah, yes. Thank God for Lula. Lula. And we can go grab this over here. Now we can keep going in this direction, but I'm going to head back around over here because there's one that we have to grab here. We're going to have to reset our tower again. Because if you didn't notice, every time we grab a new house, the tower resets itself. Which is a little unfortunate, but it's okay considering all things. Because, I don't know, it would seem like you'd be building houses into houses and stuff. I don't know. But it's really cool. Like, I don't know about you guys. It's just this, like, Topoga. What is that thing called? You guys know what I mean. The whatever. Capota, something like that, but you can just control it like that so easily. Be careful not to make it too steep because otherwise Eco won't be able to scale it to the extent he is now. Let's go over here, and I think we're going to grab the last two of them, I think. So jump over here and grab this one before you drop down because there's actually another hat in this area, which is good news for us because the hat is something that we're greatly going to want to indulge ourselves in, which I can't remember exactly which one this one. I think this is the King's Crown, which is one that I love. That's probably my favorite hat in this entire game is the King's Crown. Here we are, football head once again. I guess football head. Did I just say football head? Hey, football head. God. Oh man, Hey Arnold was so good. Technically, in Brazil, we would be called football head right now. Hey, football head. Hey. So now that we've grabbed all of them, we're actually going to go and grab the second hat in this area, which is actually over here. I didn't make much note of it, but you actually do need all of the houses in order to reach this. There's going to be a floating white platform here that we can jump to. And as football head, we'll be able to make our very nice jump over there and then jump right over here. And here we have our next hat. So that's also greatly appreciated. So just now that that's done, make sure that Monster has been eating coconuts at this point, so that when we divert his attention from these fruits of salvation, god damn it. Speaking of salvation, so they're playing the cranberries at my work again. They were playing Zombie, like, way back in Halloween, and I thought that was freaking awesome. And then they just started playing Salvation again. I don't know. I like Salvation. It's just kind of a weird song because it's like Salvation, 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 Salvation. It's like, okay, you're singing about salvation. I'd rather hear you sing about zombies and linger and I don't know. Salvation's probably, it's not bad. It's just kind of grating. But make sure he falls asleep over there so we can head over here to where Alejandra was. And we can continue. What was I just talking about? I just completely derailed my own thoughts with Salvation, whatever. Let's head over here. And now we still need Monster here. So now that he's asleep, he'll once again not be woken up to the phenomena of plate tectonics being totally screwed over. But he will do us a solid and walk into the square for us. No coconuts I was going to say no coconuts required, and then I started saying no coconuts necessary. But then that just sounded what is the word I'm looking for? Repetitive? No. Whatever. Let's go grab this, shall we? I'll just randomly think of it at some point. Now, this one is kind of annoying because I think that might be a little too steep because it just goes, yeah, come on, game. You're not going to, come on. Anyone would be able to scale this in real life. Fine. This isn't Burger King. We'll have it your way, game. We'll have it your way. Minority Studios there. Are you happy? Because I sure as hell am not. Let's grab the key here. And with that, we'll actually be able to activate another little thing. Now, something I really liked about this segment here is that Monster's asleep right now. In this hole, we actually have another hat right here. And I forgot which one that one. I think that one was kind of a silly hat. I don't remember exactly which one it was, but there's another hat right there. Over here, you drop down for kind of a puzzle. The first time I played this, I kind of got thrown off because I was like, oh, well, whatever, I don't even care. But, you got 3 keys here. The one on the left lights up. That's the one you're going to want to keep your eye on. I don't think I was looking at my screen when that happened, but I was like, okay, what's going on here? And so you just keep an eye on which one it was, and it was the left one again. So you use that one to open it, and this one will be the one that will let you go through. If you somehow screw up and miss the key, which is what I did the first time, you'll get smashed against the wall. But seeing as how you can't actually die in this game, it's actually really, I really like that monster comes and saves you. He'll like lift his arm down and lift you up before you get squashed. And I kind of want to show up, but you have to start over the puzzle, so I'm not gonna. And what I like most about it is the fact that he's asleep and he comes and saves you. It's like he knows, like you guys share some sort of mental connection with each other. And he just knows that when you're in trouble, he'll be there to help you, since most of the time your death will not really result in your death, but I like it. So anyway, we can activate the key now, which will lift that ledge up halfway to where we need it to be. We're gonna need to go a little bit higher, unfortunately. Can you take me higher? Since the Scott Stapp, apparently? I don't know. Let's go. The key is in this area now, so I think if we had activated this key first, it would have just brought it up to another level. Because, you know, we're gonna go Jack White on another level as we have sunk into the ground substantially. God damn it. Okay, good. This game tends to do that a lot. There will be a lot of clipping in this game, in case you haven't already noticed it. So, fortunately, no coconuts necessary once again in order to get to this area. Now, if I'm not mistaken, yes, one of the glitchiest parts in this entire game. You're going to want to be careful for this part because there are going to be a lot of glitches in this area. It's a really cool looking place, and I really enjoy it. But if you, like, fall through the wrong platform, then you're probably going to have to reset it, which is just, I guess in all honesty, it's just a minor inconvenience. Oh my god, the floor fell! Okay, now, be quick on your toes here, because another doll you can grab here is going to be right in this section. It's actually going to be right here. Ooh! Okay, it's going to be in this little patch of grass here. You're going to notice right over here. And of course, an amazing camera. And so basically, we have to bring all 3 of these platforms that fell back over to where that door was. Now, it doesn't really make much sense how this works. You're going to be very careful. Okay, something I should mention. You see that pipe that just disappeared there? It's going to make a pipe that will make frogs appear. And if you go into the wrong area, then just be very careful that, wow, nice shadow there. Nice lack of shadow patch of land. Okay, let's drop down. So just be careful on what way you're moving this, because if you connect the pipe on that one to the pipe that's on the piece of land that monster is attached to, you'll release a frog. Now, you don't really ever have to be in that center patch of land, which is something good, but it's just kind of irritating in the sense that when you do have to go across there, he'll just be a fiery mess. And the music in this area is actually kind of cool, and I hate the game when it's like super red when monster's angry. Okay, we got this one. So after you get to this third one, the only way you can really access this third area is to move around to the second one. And it's a little bit annoying. You can actually make it from the first piece of land to this, which is kind of an annoying little thing. Now, we're going to have these levers here, these, I guess these pulleys, I don't know. You can go ahead and move these all the way. I'm going to see which one has the pipe. You'll see the pipe sticking out in the middle piece of land. So, okay, so if you go to the left side with that one, don't do it because it'll attach to the 2 pipes and a frog will come out. You can go ahead and drop. Now this, okay, something about this. Okay, you notice how the white lit up in the center part. That kind of does not make any sense because this door should be lit up right now. It doesn't make any sense like this. Okay, but we're going to go ahead and kill ourselves because I don't really care. We want to get to a very specific platform. So if you clip yourself, okay, good. You'll always land on this when you die. So there's actually a very specific spot we're going to want to go to with this one piece of land. So remember, don't go left because you don't want to attach the pipe. You see the pipe with the frog there? You don't want to attach the pipe to that one. And here, of course, we're going to miss it barely. Notice this white block going up and down. We're going to be very cautious of this. God, I feel like I'm just talking too much about the game now. So, yeah, this is Papo Yo, in case you're just joining us for the first time. I don't know what episode this is. I'm looking at my timer, and I'm wanting to say this is an hour in. I can barely see it right now, but whatever. Jump across all these platforms here. This is very, very platform-esque. See, these aren't even remotely difficult jumps either, and it's okay because, like I said, the platforming is very wonky in this game, and so is the detection for what you get, you know, what counts as land and what doesn't. So you're going to want this key over here because this will actually allow you to move the second piece of land. You wouldn't be able to move it in case you guys didn't notice, which you probably didn't. Unless I just blatantly spelled it out for you. Over here we got ourselves another thing right over here. So there's one you can grab there. I forgot what that one was too. I just know that it's there. There's usually 2 per area, so you don't really have to worry. 2 per major area, I should say. But there's usually 1 through every new door. You'll find. So here's another way you can get up to that place again. Now we're going to continue. We're actually going to need to move to that second platform before we do anything. I can't really make it from here. So let's go move this back to the left just a little bit. Because to the left, and we can actually make it up to that second portion up here, to the second piece of land. See, I hope this makes sense. The first time I tried this, I was like, it makes sense, but if someone explained it to me, I don't know how they could do it accurately enough. Now we can actually move this platform to where we need it to be, and as we start clipping through a bunch of those white blocks, of course, we can go ahead and bring it back over here, which again is being lit up by apparently nothing, which means the door should be open by now. It's like if this game had any common sense. There we go. There we go. Okay, let's go back to that one piece of land, the initial one that started it all. So make sure not to attach the 2 pipes to the frogs, because unfortunately the frogs will eventually come out, which is just dumb. That forces it to come out, but But anyway, let's go ahead and drop this off right here. And of course, even though they're not all fully connected, we can still open the door. Unfortunately, the frogs have gotten loose. Quick, Slippy, get back into your cockpit. God damn it. And there's no way you can stop it either. You can just run and hope to God that he doesn't catch you, because apparently the wavy lines of defense have withered. They have become flaccid. Oh God, run away. No, I'm not a frog. Oh wait, what?
Noi, Papo!
Papo tamo e allora.
What?